Everyone, and thank you for joining us. Sorry, we were just a little bit late. We had some difficulties with some technology, and as you can see, we're waiting for Eunice to join us this afternoon. What we're going to talk about today is really a conversation about, well, what is the real difference between business credit and personal credit? As a small business owner, you may be saying to yourself, why does it even really matter? I believe it matters and will give you my little bit of oversight and perspective on it, right? So let's start out by having a quick conversation to say, well, what is business credit? Business credit is credit in the business's name that's linked to the business's EIN number, right? This is credit a business owner can obtain that is not linked to the business owner's social security number, SSN, right? When built correctly, the SSN isn't even supplied on the application, meaning there is no personal credit check to obtain credit using the EIN number. I don't know if you were aware of that. So let's just talk about it. When you are applying for consumer credit, right? Anything such as an auto loan, the lending institution pulls your personal credit using your name, your address, and your social security number. There are times where you forgot the many places that you may have lived over your life, but that information is still always available on your personal credit profile. So what happens when you submit that application? The information is sent to the consumer credit reporting agencies, and they supply the lender with a credit report with all the information they have relating to your name, your address, and your social security number. With this type of credit, an inquiry is then put on your consumer credit report, and your report is used to make the lending decision. You've all been through that before. Plus, the credit you obtain will then be reported to the consumer reporting agencies. So that's the little bit of the overview of applying for personal credit. And once you are born, your credit profile isn't created once you have applied for when you have applied for credit, that's when your business profile gets created or your personal profile get created. So when applying for something such as a business loan, the lending institution pulls your business credit using your name, your address, and your business's EIN number. This information is sent to the business credit reporting agencies, all right? And they supply the lender with a credit report with all information they have related to your business with similar name, address, and EIN number. This is the reason why it is critical as you build out your business credit foundation that you have the correct business name that you've used to create your entity with your state corporation commission. You have the correct address with no mistakes. If you spell out street when you created your corporation, you need to spell it out when you apply for your EIN number, and you need to use that same verbiage when you're applying for credit. So with this type of credit, an inquiry is put on your business credit report, and your business report is used to make the lending decision. So on the personal side, your consumer credit report was used. On the business side, your business credit report is used. Plus, the credit that you obtain will be reported to the business reporting agency. So similar, but there are unique difference. So when you're applying for consumer versus business credit, what happens? It's important to note that when applying for financing and credit using your business credit, you should not supply your social security number on the application, even though it will be requested. Just leave it blank. So when you do this, no personal credit can be pulled because the lender can't pull your personal credit without your SSN. This forces them to only pull your EIN credit as you supplied your EIN and not your SSN. This means you will only be approved on the merits of your business credit report. Your personal credit report isn't reviewed, isn't touched. There's no inquiry that's going to be reported on your personal credit profile. Guess what? It also doesn't add to the utilization that you have there. So hopefully we have clarified a little bit around, well, what's going on and why is there even a need to have business credit? Do you really need it? If you're a business owner and you are looking to grow your business, there are two essential things that you're going to need. You're going to need capital in order to grow your business. And most businesses have seasonality whereby they are up or they are down with respect to revenues and capital coming into their business. You need both of these things in order to, one, support your business, and two, to grow your business at the same time. So business credit is really critical because business credit has no direct affiliation with your personal credit. Business credit has no impact on the business owner's personal credit. So let's take a step back. When done properly, business credit is obtained without the SSN being supplied on the application. When you hit that form or that field on the form, you just want to leave it blank, right? This means that there is no credit check from the business owner to get approved. This also means that anyone who has bad, even horrible personal credit can still be approved for their business credit. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Right? So let's take this one step further. Business credit reports to the business credit reporting agencies, Dun & Bradstreet, Equifax Business, Experian Business, right? Not to the personal consumer reporting agencies. There's a unique difference. Also, as business credit is used, there is no adverse impact on the owner's consumer credit because it's not reported to the consumer agencies. This means utilizing the account, even going over 30%, won't have any adverse impact on your personal credit scores. And there are no inquiries on your personal credit when you apply for business credit, as long as you don't supply your social security number. Inquiries, I know from recent personal experience, remain on your personal credit profile for at least 2 years. I just got notification that when we closed on a deal in 2022, that was going to be removed from my personal credit report. It was there with LexisNexis, and I was able to know that, hey, this isn't going to no longer appear on my credit score. And although I have a pretty good personal credit score, I now know that that inquiry is going to be removed, because if I need, for whatever reason, to go and apply for credit under my personal profile, I know that the credit that I'm using and related to my business is not going to be there at the same time. So let's talk about it. 10% of your total consumer credit score is based on inquiries. So if you are using your personal credit to apply for business loans and credit, your score will go down as a result of these inquiries. Plus, those inquiries will remain on your credit for an extended period of time, affecting your ability to borrow more money to purchase a home, to purchase a vehicle, etc. Why would you want to do that to your business? But also, why would you want to do that to yourself and to your family? Some unsecured business lending sources won't even lend you money if you have 2 inquiries or more on your personal credit reports within 6 months. A lot of people didn't know that. And as I was going through the process of educating myself, I also didn't know that at the same time. I had to go and learn this. And finally, for today, something that I wanted to talk about is that 30%, so you had 10% is based off of inquiries, right? 30% of your total consumer credit score is based off of utilization. How much of that available credit that you have you consumed? So 30% of your total consumer credit score is based off of utilization. So if you use your personal credit to get credit cards for your business, right? If you use those cards, your credit score goes down. A second caveat that you may not know or be aware of is that using more than 30% of your limit will result in your score also going down. So there's a whammy here and there's a whammy there at the same time. So let's give an example. If you have a limit on that credit card of $1,000 and you have a balance of $300, that's going to lower your personal credit score. This means 40% of your total score is damaged just by applying and using the credit you obtain using your consumer scores. With true business credit, 0% of your personal credit score is affected. So we just wanted to jump on today to give the group an understanding of what we're going to continue to bring to you as we move forward. Um, Eunice, do you have anything for the group?
I think from just
You're
talking
on mute,
about,
darling.
I'm on mute.
I can't hear you. I see you're off mute, though.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? All
But
right,
it
go
could be
ahead.
me. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I hear you. You should be open now.
Well, what I was going to say is that from just this, you can realize that, as much as most, especially small businesses, a lot of us, we start those and we do things that we are passionate about. And sometimes you hear people who say, well, this is actually used to be a hobby of mine and now it's my business. Um, while that may have been the origin or your why of starting your business, Once you make that decision that this is now becoming a business, it's no longer a hobby, it has to be treated as such. And part of that really boils down to making sure that you set up correctly and you distinguish your personal finances from the finances of the business. And business credit, or establishing your business credit, is a sure way of making sure that your personal and your business finances are going to be separated, and you can literally have those two work at the same time, but not being commingled.
No, and the one thing that I would add to that great point is that I believe the number is somewhere north of 80% of businesses don't survive through their fifth year. So we understand that you have a business, you have a great business idea, but just sometimes it doesn't work out as you have planned it. So you don't want to be in a scenario whereby your business has failed, and because your business has failed, now you are unable to obtain any credit using your personal resources because that is now impacted as well.
Or
So y-
even, or even you don't want to be in a position where you say, this was a brilliant idea, this is a great business with lots of potential and opportunities. However, the business had to close down because you couldn't get access to funds, right? So it works both ways.
yeah, great points to add in. A part of our mission is to educate our community of entrepreneurs so that as they continue on their journey can be escalated or accelerated, because when we were starting our businesses, we basically bootstrapped our business leveraging personal resources, right? We leveraged our personal resources. We went out and got a business credit card. The credit card had our name plus HSH investments, etc. But I noticed when I had pulled my personal credit profile that that card or that account was appearing on my personal credit. And I thought that I was using it for well, I had only used it for business purposes, yet it was impacting my credit, my personal credit score. So that way I was able to now shortcut you and help you to save yourself from the stress and strain that I had, right? And hopefully you can use that to your advantage as you continue to grow your business. All right, we're going to quickly, we want to be in and out. We want to try to make sure that we're doing this in under 30 minutes each week. So we want to go to our summary and hope that you could support uh, our group, right? So if you are a small business owner, right, and you want to set up a solid foundation for your business, if you scan the QR code here, it's going to bring you to our VIP business credit website. And there you're going to be able to watch a demonstration of what fundability is and how fundability is going to be able to help you to establish the foundation for your business, which is going to lead to your business being able to grow at the same time. So we thank you very much for joining us today, and we'll see you next Wednesday. Anything before we go, Eunice?
No, nothing really. Just continue doing what you're doing, and set up right and enjoy the benefits of setting up right.
So hopefully we'll be back next week, and we'll share more information with you on how to build out your business credit. But also we don't want to lose scope and focus that there are two components to what we're doing with inside of the group. We're also going to bring to you in a future stream how we're able to leverage cash value life insurance as a means of accessing working capital for those seasonality times when your business may not be bringing in as much revenues as you need. So we'll talk again next week. Bye for now. Thank you, and we'll see you